So looking up after a very rough year is the U.S. housing market, where some markets are rebounding in a big way. Here to break down how markets across the U.S. are faring is real estate expert Kendra Todd, host of HGTV's My House is Worth What. Hi, Kendra.
Hi.
All right, so tell us where things are starting to look good. What markets are faring well?
Well, it's nice to talk about some good news in real estate, although it's more of a long-term forecast. But it would be nice when people ask me, Kendra, what's my house worth? I can actually say more. Well, there are a handful of markets where it's going to be looking really good over the next few years. And if you take a look at the list, Moody's Economy identified a handful of cities that had dropped more than 25% in value from peak to trough that are actually going to have strong price appreciation. And the top three on the list are actually all rather large port cities. You've got Tacoma, which is right next door to me here in Seattle, and you've got San Diego and San Francisco. And you know, you really have to take a look at the local economy. Is it strong? Is it diversified? The key for rebound in markets across the country is going to be personal job, income, and growth.
All right, so people who want to take a look at a market they're considering, if they want to know if it's trending up or trending down, what are some things they can look at? You mentioned the local economy. Any other factors they should consider?
Well, you know, it really is going to be where are the jobs? That's the big question. And if you look at the list of the top 5 that are going to rebound, they have large military presences. They've got international trade, healthcare, high-tech, high-paying jobs. People are going to move where the jobs are. And right now, with interest rates so low, markets that were really unaffordable over the last few years have become affordable again. And so we're going to start to see people to migrate into those areas, and those that live there now are going to stay. So I think one of the key factors is if big industries are moving out of your area, it's not a good sign. I think, you know, Detroit, for example, is kind of the poster child for what happens when big industry fails in a local economy.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because I think it probably tops the list that you got of markets that are not faring well. Let's go through some of those and talk about what's happening there.
Well, Detroit, unfortunately, is just, I mean, it was the one market in the country that during the boom was actually depreciating. And you can actually buy a home in Detroit now for $1,200. Yes, $1,200 for a home. Then you've got Manhattan on the list, which is number 2, because they've experienced hundreds of thousands of job losses. They've got some of the highest taxes in the entire country, and it's just not an affordable place to live. So, you know, these areas that have experienced lots of job losses, where there was lots of overbuilding, speculative home buying, and have the biggest foreclosure problems in the country, are probably going to be the ones that are going to recover the slowest.
All right, Kendra Todd, thanks for the analysis, and as you said, for bringing us some good news on the housing market for once. Thanks, Kendra. Well, just this week, the nonpartisan